Does your family know about her?
Yes, everybody knows about her.
I want to go back to the manipulation part of her. Do you feel that she's still manipulating you in any way? Or?
Of course.
Yeah?
She's always going to be manipulating me until I stop this. She's got, unfortunately, I can't trust certain people that I've tried to trust, and they decided to break my trust and put some information out publicly so people know what she's done inside. But I'm sure there's more, and I don't want to know what it is, to be honest. I don't want to know how bad it can get. So I'm just going to sit here and hope that nothing happens. But do I believe she's capable? Yes. 100%.
Do you feel that you're more in control of your relationship with her, or do you feel like she is in control?
Nope, I'm in control now. I've learned how to manipulate her.
Yeah? Okay.
I found her weaknesses, basically.
Okay. After this interview, will you engage or speak with Jackie or her personas again?
Yes. Okay. I will continue to talk to her until I can either catch her or until somebody stops it. But I just because if this ever gets out, it doesn't mean it's going to stop her. I don't know, I'm not too sure how that's going to work, but...
Do you think... What do you think is going to happen?
What's going to happen is if this gets out public, if it's not done on the right platform, she will find a way to manipulate me to be afraid again, and I will turn around and say that I just made all this up. That's what she'll do. Because that's what she expects to have happen anytime I've said anything to this degree. She'll want everyone to think that she scammed everyone else. Mm-hmm. That's what she still does. So, but that's not the case. The case is she's the crazy one. So my interview here is not going to be contradicted with. It's not going to turn around and say, "Oh, you just made this up." This is the real truth. This is what's been going on.
Okay.
There's not going to be able to, she's not going to be able to fix this or turn around and have people think I was making it up, because this is the reality. This is what's happened.
So if she contacts you, let's say she sees this interview and she contacts you, what are you going to say? How are you going to approach that? If she comes
I'm just going to be honest, and I'm going to say I'm really sorry, but this has gone too far. I'm going to be honest with her and say that I truly think that deep down inside she's a good person. And I really do. I think that she's got some good qualities to her. I think she just has never had the right direction. I don't know too much about it, but I do believe that she needs some help. Mm-hmm. And that, I'm not insincere when I say that. I believe she needs help. I believe she can fix what she's done wrong just by being honest and hopefully move on from there and grow. Do I ever want to continue to see her or talk to her again? No. But it doesn't mean that I don't wish her to get her help that she needs, and that she needs to apologize to all the people she's hurt. Mm-hmm. Because not only has she's affected so many people. She's really hurt so many people. Her actions alone are even hurting my kids. That's crazy.
How so?
Because she goes online and harasses them. We believe she's created fake profiles just to talk to my older daughter, and my older kids. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. It's going too far. It's taking things too far. I believe she's a lot of the false profiles on Twitter that will go out there and put a ton of stuff about my life out there, which recently happened. I believe that was her. And it's to hurt me, it's to threaten me, it's to warn me. She knows how to hurt me, she knows how to get me. So when I see that kind of stuff happening where she's harming my family and reaching out to my family, then I'm going to shut her down. Mm-hmm. And that's what she knows. She knows how to get to me.
Are you going to take the steps after this interview to with your social media and with your online presence, are you going to take those steps to protect yourself?
I'm going to take my steps to protect myself, but I need to make sure that the people I care about are protected. So if this interview drops, I need to make sure that the Brown family is protected. I need to make sure that everybody understands and knows that she's a predator, and she will continue to hurt people under different names. I expect people to be responsible in their own right and make sure they know who they're talking to when they talk to people online. And I hope this stops here, but I don't think it will.
And I may have asked this already, but I want to ask it again. What do you think's going to happen if this gets out to where she sees it, to where Jackie Overton sees this? What kind of things do you foresee happening?
A shitstorm. I'm her lifeline right now. The minute that's gone, she's going to freak out, she's going to panic, and she's going to react, and she's going to go after whoever she feels got in her way.
And when you say go after, what do you think she'll do?
I don't know, but I think she's will want to make people disappear. I really hate to say it like that, but that's my fear. I really fear that she'll want to physically harm people. Hurt them any way they can, whether it be hurting me or hurting one of my kids or hurting the Brown family, hurting Cody. She's often said if there was no Cody, how would that family function? That's scary. That's a threat.
If she doesn't, let's say she doesn't have the means to physically hurt people, what are other things that you think she might do?
She'll continue to go through her ways in the media or create fake personas or fake profiles. She'll go contact businesses. She'll contact the people you know. She already contacted all my family members, gave me a huge profile on me that I'm the catfisher, that I've harmed all these people, trying to make people believe that I'm the one doing this. Mm-hmm. She'll just do that. She'll just be this little shadow of destruction, and unfortunately she knows it's creating a bit of distrust in our lives, and it's going to be tough to come back from that. So she knows that that's how it's going to get to us. If she can't harm us physically, she's going to harm us emotionally. She's already done that to me.
Why did you agree to do this interview?
Because I can't catch her. That was my goal. My intention was to stop her, catch her, get her to admit it, sadly record it, and have her own voice say, haha, yes, this is what I've done. But I couldn't do that, and I don't know how to make it stop, and I don't think it's just going to get worse.
What do you hope this interview will be used for?
The right purposes. Not for an online game of, look at, we won. I hope it's used to actually put the actual word out and make everyone aware of who this person is, her identity with her name, and who she actually is. So she can't continue to do it. So people are very aware of her, the best would be to have everything be laid out, whether it be in a video, a story, I don't know, an episode, something to where people can say, this is who she is, this is her persona, this is how she talks, this is how she acts, these are the kind of things she does. It's very apparent. She talks the same way. Mm-hmm. It's people who have been studying this can actually see the similarities in her.
Do you feel that you have evidence right now that could prove that Lindsay Jackson and Samuel J. Cooper are in fact Jackie Overton? Do you feel like you have evidence that can prove that?
Yeah, my word. Because I'm telling you, the minute I come out there and I'm the final link to this whole puzzle, and I sit there and I shut her down, there's not anybody else out there. She has nobody to run to. There's nobody there for her because she's tried to get people, and they've caught on too quickly because she slips. She's messing up. Yeah. There's nothing else. I know she's going to go insane after this is done. She is. Okay. Or she's going to hear me and she's going to say, no, I'm not going to do that. She's very smart. She's really calculating. Mm-hmm. She knows the laws, too. She knows exactly how far she can go and what she can't do.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say to the Twitter trolls who've hired me to do this interview? Is there anything you want to say to them at all?
Yeah, I want to say that I would really hope that they're not going to take this and... Okay, no. What I actually want to... Okay, this is what I think and feel. I feel like I'm really appreciative of all the work they've done. I feel like they've worked really hard to try to stop her. I feel that their intentions towards everything else maybe wasn't always good, but I really appreciate that they found the situation, they stuck to it, and they didn't give up. And I really hope that they would understand that this is really affecting my life and everybody else's life, and that it needs to be handled in the right way. Not just put out there. Just by posting this online is not going to stop her. It's going to activate her. Mm-hmm. So I would hope that they would trust the right people, such as yourself, to find the right way to do this, to make sure it's handled in the correct way, including the Brown family, so that they can handle it the way they feel the need, because she's the biggest platform that's been affected.
Do you want you want other people to work together?
I want everybody to work together. It's the only way to stop her. But everyone has to come together, excuse me.
That's
everyone
right.
has to come together. It's my daughter. Everyone has to come together with the same plan and motivation, and that is to stop her. But it can't be done just by one person, and it has to be done on the right platform. It's not going to work. I could easily come out there and do the same thing I'm doing right here with you to a magazine or to my own profile or just share a link as my own voice. It's not going to stop her. There has to be some level of authority that frightens her, to have her see, look, you have been stopped, you have been caught. You know,
And you don't feel that's been done?
That's not been done because she's confident. She laughs. She finds it funny that the Brown family has been on TV how many times discussing this, and they've never once brought up her name. She says, oh, ha, 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 they haven't sued me. See, I haven't been sued. I've done a ton of things that could get me sued.
She says they haven't sued me as Jackie Overton?
She just talks, so I'm assuming she's just running her mouth. She's not saying names. But she's confident because she's like, I've done a lot of things that could get me sued. I've put a lot of stuff out there. It's really kind of true. That book could get her sued. The stuff she's put out there can get her sued. Putting out voicemails that are private can get her sued. There's a lot of things that she's done that she's violated Mary. She's done things to violate me. You come together, and yes, we can take her down.
Back to that book. Did I ask you that?
Why did they dedicate that book to me?
Yeah.
They wanted to lure me into the circle. So basically they wanted to trap me in their triangle.
And you're saying they?
They as in Sam, Lindsay, Jackie, whoever she is. Because you have to approach this as this is a person who believes her own story. She truly believes she's a Sam. She doesn't even believe it. She goes in these personalities. It's the craziest thing. And I'm feeling crazy telling you this because I feel
crazy telling people
No,
sometimes.
I'm a rational person. And she does not mess up. She will be Sam, and she will not waver. She will be Lindsay taking care of Sam's children. She will explain to me all these things, like how they poop and everything. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, wait, what? And I'll just sit there and listen like, seriously? I mean, I'm just listening and listening like, oh my gosh, you are not these people. These people don't exist. You're not on the lake with Sam. You're not hanging out with these kids. These kids are not even real. It really drives me crazy, but I can't say anything to her because I'm going, okay, keep talking, you're going to screw up somewhere, you know? But she doesn't screw up. She keeps it going.
What do you hope the end-all be-all is? What do you hope? Where do you hope this all goes in the end?
I want Mary to be validated for something she did not do. I want people to understand that she did not hurt her family. She did not cheat on Cody. She had somebody who I believe was watching her for a long time attack her weakness. And they had to have studied her, okay? They had to have figured out what she needed in her life, and they dove in and they filled it, and that's what Jackie did. So I don't believe Mary sought to leave her family. I don't believe she sought to talk to anybody else. I believe she was lured. And she's a victim because that's what happens. She would have never done this if they didn't hit her on the right head. So this person's been studying her for a long time. Had to have. She met with them too. This is crazy. She created this. I don't know how she did it. I still don't get it. But she got really deep into Mary's head. So people need to understand that they judge this family for things that Mary supposedly did that she didn't do. And the fans have kind of been let down thinking that the whole point of this polygamy show and this family was to set a platform and a foundation for all these families out there who live this way. It's their choice, okay? This family was meant to come out on the scene and show everybody how normal and real their lives are, and everybody has ups and downs, but the situation with Mary was exaggerated by what Lindsay or Jackie did. It wasn't something that was really, really happening. It wasn't like her life was falling apart. It was what was created by this predator, if that makes sense. And unfortunately, it's broken the entire show, and it's broken people's real opinions of polygamy. And in a lot of ways, she has destroyed them. She has. She's made them look like they're bad people and they do bad things, and that Cody's not a loving, responsible parent. That's not true. Do I feel like at one time they were kind of broken as a family? Yeah. But unfortunately, why were they broken as a family? Because Mary was being lured by a freaking psychopath. It wasn't anything that was created in their home, if that makes sense.
What do you want to see happen to her when she's caught?
I want her to go to jail, and I want her to be locked up in a psycho ward, like a psych ward. I want her to be patted down and locked up because she is such a threat to society. We don't even know half of what she's doing right now. This is the scary part. I don't believe that this just stops here. I believe there's people right now being influenced by her. I believe the gift I just received is purchased off someone else's credit card, and I'm trying to get pinned on it, which is why I'm making sure that everyone knows that's not true. Okay?
Have you seen any credit card information or anything from gifts that she sent?
No, but she said do not post. I think I saw the text where she says do not post. I think I sent you the copies. I asked her, or no, I posted on Twitter, and she goes, no, remove that. She didn't want that barcode. So there's got to be a way to track this barcode and figure out where it came from. I still have the receipt pictures I took, but
okay.
So, and she keeps trying to buy me more expensive gifts and bigger gifts. So I feel like this is like, you know, another scam that's happening, and some innocent person's being taken advantage of. So this doesn't stop here. This is not going to just go away.
Okay.
She has to be stopped.
Okay.
But I do hope, in all sincerity, I just hope that publicly everybody realizes that what has been said about the Browns, this is the most important influence right now, because they have a family that's public. People need to understand they don't have a broken marriage. They don't have a broken home. Cody doesn't just love Robin. He loves all of his wives. Cody loves his kids. He takes care of his kids. Everything that she's put out there about them is not true. That she's used my name for, not true.
Did you say the Browns are resilient enough that they were able to... They far surpassed anything that Jackie Overton thinks she's done to them?
Absolutely. They're still succeeding. They're still going on with their life. This has maybe helped their show bring realization that there's predators out there that will hurt people, that they're targets. That's it. But they still live and breathe their family. They're still who they are. They still have they've raised amazing kids. Cody takes care of, when you're around Cody and he addresses you for who you are, when he's with his kids, he takes the time to address every single person. You feel like you're the center of his attention. Okay, for anyone to say that his family is damaged or his wives aren't loved, it's not true. It's impossible because he gives you his full attention. And I'm not saying they don't have flaws in their marriage. Sure they do. Of course, everybody has flaws. But to sit there and say that it was created because Mary broke their home is a lie. She was lured. She was a victim. End of story.
Okay.
And no, Robin, one thing I want to clarify, Robin did not have anything to do with any of this. She did not. People are saying that that's true, that Robin was part of this. I acted alone. I wanted to find things out to help them. Robin had nothing to do with it.
So the end all, I mean, in summary, you've done everything you've done to attempt to catch Jackie Overton. Would you say that's correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you've done everything you've done to keep Jackie Overton on the line?
You gotta keep your enemies, what's the saying? Keep your enemies
friends close
yeah?
and your enemies closer.
You keep your eyes on her. Keep your tabs on her. If she's not caught, let's keep our eyes on her and see what she's doing. Gotcha. She of course slips up. She'll let you know what she's done. She's made it clear she's fed all the media. She's fine with that. She doesn't care. But it's not in Jackie's name. And it's not in Lindsay's fake name. It's in Kendra's name. Or it's slamming the Brown family. You see what I mean?
So she's,
she's proud of it.
Yeah. And so you can go on record as stating that you believe that your name has been hacked online and things have been stated under your name.
Yeah, I've said stuff.
Have been her.
Of course, but I have an interview or a recording of my conversation out there. Do I think a lot of it was mixed together from 5,000 hours of talking to her?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Do I think that? Yes.
Okay.
But did I sit there and my intention was to go slam this family and make them all look stupid? No, I'm not that good. Okay? You can't. That's crazy to sit there and do that. And I still run their Sister Wives Facebook group, not their group, but we still have a group. I run this, and I still have people sitting there in the community supporting me because they know I'm not going to go hurt them. My whole intention is to catch her. You know, and I feel like I kind of failed in a way. How come I can't catch her? Why can't I get her to admit what she's done? I've even tried to be like her buddy, like, come on, let's go catch, let's catch for somebody, let's do something. She doesn't slip.
Well, you can't fail before you get started, and I think we're just getting started.
I think so too, but you have to understand she's not going to crack.
Yeah.
She's not going to crack. She needs to be caught. That's all we can do. But I think everyone needs to come together. We've all been doing this on our own. People need to put everything in the same pot and figure out, I think there's enough against her. I really do. I know she's done enough to me, I guarantee.
Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end the interview. And I just want to ask you again, have you answered all the questions in the interview truthfully, and have you done this on your own accord?
Yes.
Has anybody coerced you into doing this interview, or have you been paid in any way to do this interview by anyone, including the Twitter trolls or anyone at all? Okay. Well, I want to thank you very much. This is going to conclude the interview. The time is 3:22 p.m.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
what are you doing?
I'm supposed to be working, but I'm not working. I'm at home.
Oh, you're at home? Oh. You should be at
Well,
work.
I mean, I was at work until like, I don't know, noon to 12:30 or something. Then I'm like, no, I'm done.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I need some help again. I'm being kind of blamed for this whole catfishing thing again.
What?
Yeah, I've had some media people contacting me, telling me that they're going to put a story out unless I give a statement.
What? There's nothing to report to say on it anymore. This shit's dead, isn't it?
No, it's definitely not dead. People are talking about it.
It's not?
No.
Oh, wow. So what do the media people want? They want another story?
They want my statement explaining to why that I'm part of this whole catfishing. I think they're watching Twitter and all the stuff that's being said on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, go tell them the truth, that you were Robin's friend and you don't really, you had nothing to do with the catfishing. Bullshit.
Well, exactly, but it doesn't look like that because I'm online talking about it, I guess. Or still
It's
fighting
because
about it.
That video that Vic Urban put out of you saying that Samuel's not real.
They're not gonna think I'm catfishing because of that.
Yes, they will. That's exactly what happened.
So it's making me look like the catfisher now.
Yes, because you're sitting there, you've said previously that he wasn't as real, then you said he was real, then you met him, and then now on that video you're saying he's not real. So it's a flip-flop situation. And I know why you did it. I totally get it. And I also don't give a shit what you say or what you do. I mean, it's just up to you because you're the one fighting all these freaking trolls. It's actually you and your kid are the ones fighting all these trolls by yourself. Until you let me know, hey, go get this one, and I kick them off. But for whatever reason, people see stuff like that, and then they come to conclusions like, oh, okay, well, if she's saying Samuel doesn't exist, then she has to be a part of it. So she must have been in on it, and that's not true at all.
Well, what does Sam think about all this?
He's pretty pissed off at you for getting caught on that video saying he doesn't exist after all that we've been through. But he's like, I understand why she has to do what she has to do because, number one, we got to keep this thing rolling. You know what I mean? We can't let it die down until that show gets canceled and splattered all over the freaking covers, which will be happening soon. Like I said, Cody's been trying really, really hard to save the show, but it's not working because he flipped off the audience and their ratings were shit. Plus the advertisers, nobody's wanting to sign up again with them. They just don't want to. Because the whole season was about the catfishing. There was only one episode where they did mention it, when Robin had the baby. Other than that, every single time was repetitive and people just got sick of it. Which I really thought it'd be opposite. I thought people were like, oh my God, we're going to get all this dirt and whatever. But Mary really didn't say anything that people didn't already know. She pretty much confirmed everything that he put on his blog and in the book. She lied about significant parts of it, but it was still matched up. So people, right afterwards, people went to the blog, and they're going nuts, listening to all the voice notes, going, wait a minute, she said that she wasn't saying I love you like that. She was just saying love you, boy. I'm like, no. There's 158 times where she said I'm in love with you. So she got caught. So my thing is just tell the truth. Tell the reporters your side of the story, everything you need to know, and just tell them everything.
Yeah, but they want me to connect them with Jackie.
Connect who with
The
Jackie?
media, the reporter wants me to connect her with Jackie.
She's on Twitter. You can just say that's her Twitter name right there.
Yeah, but that doesn't make much sense because she told me not to give out her name or information to anybody.
Well, that's the only way you're going to get a hold of her. Is just say, this is a Twitter name right here. You want to talk to her, that's how you get a hold of her. That's the best we can do.
I guess.
Honestly, the worst thing you and I could have is have Jackie actually talk to the media, because she will squash this story so quickly, because she has affidavits from her boss, the people that she works with, and her neighbors proving she was nowhere in Las Vegas during that time frame last year at all. She can prove it very quickly, which then is going to throw a monkey wrench into everything, because right now the mystery of it, and the mystery of State Mail, and the mystery of me, is kind of working in my favor. I mean, we've gotten fucking famous off this thing. So I mean, if the reporter wants to talk to her, go for it. I really don't think she'll talk to him, because I've kind of advised her. I'm like, listen, we all need to just calm this thing down, because it's going to have a slow death. That's what I really believe. I had no clue that this thing was amping up again. I mean, I saw her in the cover story, and I think it was Life and Style, where it says Cody is kicking out two wives. I know that was your story. It was hilarious.
He's not kicking out his wives. They're all living there.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. The tabloids right now are claiming that he's kicking out, 3 of the wives, keeping Robin, and taking 2 more.
No, I don't think so. I think the media is just trying to find stories to keep it relevant, because they're trying to catch the catfisher.
What they need to focus on is he's actually courting one girl, and she's 26 years old.
She's 26?
She's 26 years old, 21 years younger than he is.
Oh.
She's never been married, and she doesn't have kids, because Robin will not have any more kids with him. She said this pregnancy was too hard for her. She just doesn't want to do it anymore.
Who did she tell that to? Mary?
She told it to Mary. She also told it to Janelle, and our mutual friend talked to Janelle about it a month ago. Yeah, it was about a month ago. Well, Robin said she doesn't want any more kids, because her body just can't do it.
Okay.
And see, we can all sit there and say, well, Robin has Mindy, and Mindy helps out with the kids. It's still all on Robin with those kids, because Cody don't do shit. He helps around, He's not there to discipline. He's not there to help with homework. He's not there to do anything other than wash the fucking dishes and eat supper.
Yeah.
He's just not a hands-on dad like everyone claims he is. He is when he wants to take the family out as a big fun event, like to the movies and go shoot guns. He's all hands-on for that. But I'm saying the day-to-day parent raising, you know what I'm talking about, because you're doing it all on your own. Until your husband gets off of work. That shit's hard. And when you've got 5 kids, and yes, some of them are older, can help out, but she's got a little baby, and what is still 5 years old now, that's hard.
That's true. It's never easy.
So she's done. She's just done. She's like, I don't want to go anymore. My body can't do it. I'm exhausted. I'm not getting as much help as I thought. And that's why she's kind of sour toward Cody now. Because she's realized, oh my God, he really doesn't pitch in like he said. I was lured in by thinking he's this great dad. Come to find out, he's not around. So these kids have these milestones and stuff, and he's missing all of them.
Yeah. What about Mary? Any more news on Mary?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
How are she and Cody doing?
not good. It doesn't matter because she's flirting with some guy named John David from Hawaii. They've been talking for 4 months online. It started as a casual friendship. He's actually the sailor guy that showed her and Alyssa around when they were in Hawaii on a vacation. And then they continued to talk, and now they're like talking exclusively.
Oh my gosh. Seriously?
And I have the text. I have the text to prove it.
Well, I don't believe you.
Okay. Well, you know I'm going to send them now.
Okay. I don't believe you. Sorry.
Yeah. Because you know I will send them now.
Yes, now I don't believe you. So because that sounds good. Wow.
Yeah, she's learned nothing. She's still not getting any attention from Cody.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're in therapy, but they're not going to therapy like they were, like on a regular basis. They're just not. I mean, she's spending all this time alone again. She's got no one to talk to except for this guy, John. You know, she's just a freaking mess.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's really not. She did that to herself. She could easily walk away from all this shit. She could demand her portion of the money, the full amounts, not the shit that her and Janelle get from Cody. You know, she could demand the whole thing and just walk away, but she chooses not to. She, like you said, she wants attention. She loves the fame.
Okay. All right, so can you help me figure out what I need to say to the reporters then?
Just tell them the truth. Tell them there is no catfish. It's all bullshit. There's zero catfish, because here's the thing. Neve from the Catfish show, right?
Yeah.
It's the only catfish show in the world, as far as I know. Well, maybe there's somewhere else, but in America, there's no catfish show. He's cornered the market on it, right?
Yes.
If this was a catfish, his show would be all over this fucking case. You know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Even if they couldn't do it for his TV show and film it, he would have slipped under there and said, you know what, as a courtesy, let me help you out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just let me see if we can help you out with the investigation part of this. He won't touch it. You know why? Because he did look into it a little bit and backed away. Like, no, there's nothing there. Nobody can put one dot on Samuel and one dot on a Jackie. Nobody. All they can do is look at the pictures of me, and which 99% of the pictures out there are me, and a couple of pictures of her, and sit there and try and say, well, they look similar. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? I lost all this weight now, and my looks are completely changing. Completely changing. So you get these trolls like Vic Urban and this Shannon documentary bullshit, sitting there throwing out all these older pictures of me and my former friend and all the shit that we used to do way back in the day. And I'm laughing because they're sitting there saying it's Chick. And I'm like, no, that's me. All that shit is me. All of it.
Wait, those pictures of that lady and the girl or whatever is you?
Well, see, you have to tell me exactly which one it is. I kind of need to see which one it is.
I don't know, it's some girl with curly hair.
No. See, I don't know that one.
Oh.
I really would have to see it to tell you about it.
I just saw it on Twitter. I don't know.
Out there. Yeah, 99% of the pictures are me, not her.
I see, okay. Because it doesn't look anything like you.
Like, well,
I don't think they look like you, but that's my opinion.
See, that's the thing. I have to see which picture it is to know if it's me or her, because there are two pictures of her with her mom that are floating around the internet. And then there's one other picture that I've seen, and then she said there was another one that she saw, and she said, I can confirm 4 of those. And she showed me, she goes, those 4 are me. I said, yeah, because I don't remember that. Plus, my mother was blonde. She didn't have a brown hair like her mother is. And my mother's dead.
Oh, wait, Della is not your mom?
No.
I'm confused. People keep saying Della is your mom.
Helen. No, Helen.
Oh, Helen. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
You never mentioned your mother's
Helen.
name, so I just go off what I hear.
Yeah. Yeah, Helen was my mother.
Okay.
And she's dead. She died May 1st.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I quit drinking, so, I mean, whatever she did kind of pushed me to straighten up.
You honored her wishes.
Well, I'm trying. I mean, I still crave it, which I assume that's normal. Because I was a big-time drunk for, God, like, at least 15 years. Like, at least have a drink every weekend. For 15 years. That's excessive.
Yeah.
But I've stopped going out at night because I'm trying to, like, not really be a wife or whatever to Ben. I'm just like, we're hanging out and doing stuff more time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we still go out. I went out last night. I go home at like 2 o'clock in the morning and some shit like that. Had a blast. But for the most part, you know, I really thought all this catfish shit had died down. I'm frankly surprised that it's still ongoing.
Yes, it's still ongoing. I don't know why you thought it went away. It's not going to go away till, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. This thing has been an open investigation for over a year. Most people, the fans of the trolls, have been involved for about 8 months, and not one fucking shred of real proof has ever come out. Not one. All these supposed victims refuse to give any information. Refuse to do anything but post pictures. All these supposed victims, because I called the police department of one of these people that was claiming some bullshit. Called the police department, I called the state patrol, and I also called the sheriff in that county that she lives at. And asked for police reports for around the time frame she was alleging. Not one fucking police report. So I'm sitting there going, why are you sitting there saying that you got money scammed from you and your credit was ruined when nothing happened? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit. It makes no sense. And if reporters would just look into these supposed victims, because that's the story they need to follow next, they would find out how much lies and bullshit these trolls and these, like, people that come out of woodworks whenever there's a scandal, that just want to get famous off of it, and say, oh yeah, me too, you go to hand in the air. All this bullshit that's happened with these big internet scandals, they're going to find out really quickly there's nothing. So just tell the reporter the truth. If she wants to talk to Jack, give her a Twitter. And let her, let them talk or whatever. I don't care.
So should I, okay, wait, question, because this person is continuously trying to call me. Should I not talk to the reporters, or should I talk to reporters?
You should continue. I've always encouraged you to talk to reporters.
So, okay. But what do I say to them
Tell
again?
the truth.
I'm going to tell them the truth, but nobody believes my truth. People still think I'm catfishing. That's why they're asking me.
What?
I have no
Catfishing
catfishing
what?
Mary. That I catfish Mary.
Nobody has any connection to Mary directly. Nobody. All we get is third-party stuff from our mutual friend. So no, nobody even has contact with Mary.
Exactly. So.
Nothing. There's nothing going on. Nothing. Mary is living a sad little lonely life, sitting there playing her music and painting her pictures and trying to pretend and forget all about Samuel. When you and I both know she's still in love with him. She's talking to someone else because she needs someone to talk to.
Mhm.
So, whatever.
Exactly.
But there was no catfish. Samuel's real, I'm real, Jack's real. 3 completely different people.
Can
All
you,
in 3
do you
different
think,
cities, by the way.
okay, do you think, by any chance, Sam would just be able to call me so I know that he's not mad at me and just talk to me?
Sure.
Can you ask him to do that? I don't want to message him or anything. I just want to see if he would just, I feel like he's mad at me because he's not been responding to me, so.
He's mad at you because of the video. Which, listen, as much as you've been in our corner, and that's wonderful, thank you for all that, you kind of fucked us on that. And I said, you know what, you don't understand what she goes through. I totally see what you go through. Because until you tell me, I'm not paying attention until you're like, did you see what they said on Twitter? Well, no. Then I go look, I'm like, holy shit, Kendra. Why didn't you tell me you're going through all this? I did not know how vicious and how many people attack you and your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it. Until you mentioned it, and I'm like, holy shit. And I said, do you understand she's being attacked every single day, multiple times a day? They're calling her home, they're harassing her online, they're harassing her kid, accusing her kids of smoking dope or drugs or something. 14-year-olds, ridiculous, so stupid. And I said, you don't understand. So if she's
That really messed my daughter up, by the way.
Oh, I know. So stupid.
All right. Well, okay. I'll talk to the. Okay.
Because of that video.
I'll talk to. I'm sorry. I just thought I was doing the right thing, but I'll talk to.
No, do whatever you have to do to get these people off of you. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work. They won't leave me alone. So. Listen, I have to respond to this person, otherwise I'm afraid they're going to put a stupid story out without my permission or acknowledgement. I don't want them to put any more crap out. without,
Fine.
because they're just making stuff up now. This is not even real.
Yeah,
So
just
can you
tell
at
them
least?
the truth.
Okay, fine. But just
All
have
you gotta do is just tell the truth.
just have Sam please contact me to make me feel better, to make sure that he's not mad at me anymore. Because I feel like he's still mad.
Okay.
And maybe that will, I don't know, make me feel better, because I think it's part of my anxiety too.
I don't know. Could be.
I think it is.
Well, just stay calm. For God's sake, just stay calm. Everything's good.
All right. All right. Well, have him call me. I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'm going to figure out what to say to this person.
Okay. All right. Cheers, boy.
Bye.